Yo, 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 welcome back. Copious amounts, episode Trey. The rose episode. Hey, don't go nowhere. We making scallops, we making burgers, and we making dessert pizza. Tune in right now. Copious amounts. Let's go.
Yeah, everybody clap your hands now.
Yo, peace, what up? Welcome back. Copious amounts. Like I told you, we're doing a few things tonight. We're doing burgers, we're doing scallops, we're doing dessert pizza. Fire. I got two of my closest ladies with me. They're gonna come in a little bit later. We're gonna eat some food, but I'm cooking for the ladies tonight. Like I said, blow, it's the rose episode. Yo, I got some French rose, I got some rose from Spain, but we're gonna start right now, and what we're gonna do is we got this beautiful, beautiful scallops. Like I said, we're cooking for the ladies tonight. We're not holding back, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna make sure everybody eat good so we can go home and get good. You know what I'm saying? It's what we gotta do as men or as women. Make our ladies happy, you know what I'm saying? All right, so I got these scallops here. They thawed out. One thing you gotta do when you have scallops, make sure you get like a paper towel or something and pat them dry, because they hold a lot of water. So to get that nice sear, that nice crust, we're gonna pat them dry. And again, we back cooking everything in the oven tonight. We're not playing no games. I'm telling you, I'm gonna show y'all the way. So we're gonna season these scallops up. I got some salt, and I'm gonna go along all these scallops with some salt. All right. All right. We want a little kick, and I'm gonna tell you why we want a little kick in a little bit. Little kick in a little bit, because we need some spiciness, and that spiciness is going to offset what we do when we're getting ready to finish these scallops. All right, so we got a little spiciness here. All right, we're just going to hit it with a touch of black pepper. All right, just a touch, not a lot, because we already got red pepper on there. We don't want it too bad. After that, Maryland's own Old Bay, like ex-girlfriend's Old Bay, you know what I'm saying? Old Bay, that's what it is. You gotta have it, you know what I'm saying? We here, we gonna Old Bay right on the top, okay? Boom, beautiful. Now, we gonna line our scallops up and get them ready. So, we got this part is gonna be our sear part, okay? So we'll flip those down, because once they hit that oven, it's gonna be super hot, and we wanna get a nice sear on them. So I'm gonna just do enough to get us going. Nice little appetizers for my homies. And another special guest we'll talk about, you know what I'm saying? But one of them's my homie, one of them's my, you know what I'm saying? My boo fan, you know what I mean? She in the house. Come on. All right, so now, we got the scallops flipped over. What we gonna do? Exactly what we did the first time. We gonna salt them up, just like this. All right? We're not gonna add any more crushed red pepper, because we got enough. What we will do is add a little bit more of this good stuff right here, all right? So, we're just gonna sprinkle it real nice, like, just to make sure we get a little bit of on everything. All right, and we'll hit it with some olive oil. So we can get a good sear. Scallops, getting ready to go into the pizza oven. Let's go. Here we go. We got our scallops. Boom, we're gonna go in here. So when cooking in the pizza oven, you know, if you want a higher temperature flame, you can put your stuff over here or over there. I want these to cook fast, but I also want them to take their time, if that makes sense, you know, because scallops are very delicate. You don't want to overcook them. So what we'll do is we'll let those sit. Like I said, I got 2 special guests in the house with me tonight. My homie Taria Griffin and the love of my life, KG. You like to hashtag that KGAG, you know what I'm saying? We keeping it A. So, while this is going on, ladies, welcome to Copious Amounts. I figured we could have some rosé. And while I open this rosé, let's talk about them. To my right, Taria is from Queens, New York. Catherine just so happens to be from the Bronx. The birth of hip hop. You see us out here. You seeing what we doing. So we're gonna have some rosé, celebrate for the ladies. Ladies, I wanna start with both of y'all being from New York. Quick question. What do you define as New York cuisine? So, Taria, I'll start with you first while I open this up.
Well, for me, I would say definitely pizza.
Pizza is New York cuisine?
Pizza is New York cuisine.
Okay.
Golden pizza, oil dripping out. That's New York cuisine right there.
That's New York pizza?
Yeah.
All right, Catherine, New York cuisine, being from the Bronx. The Mecca.
It's, for me, like in the breakfast aspect, it would be bacon, egg, and cheese.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Sure.
On a roll.
That's what we're known for.
Ladies, cheers.
Cheers. And then, you know, coming off of that, chopped cheese on the roll. Oh,
Chopped cheese on a roll.
chopped cheese on the roll.
Now, what's the difference between chopped cheese on a roll and a steak and cheese? Or in Philly, they call it a cheesesteak. Well, how is it different?
It's, so a chopped cheese is a hamburger minced, diced up.
A hamburger diced up. So it's not the ribeye steak.
No.
Okay, it's a hamburger. Okay.
And then they just kind of mash it together on the bread.
Mash it together.
Yeah.
Everything else, the cheese.
Cheese, lettuce, tomato.
So technically it's beef.
So for New Yorkers, it's like the meat, lettuce, tomato, cheese, but like then it's bacon and egg. It's still the meat. Like it's something about it being on the roll or no? Y'all love hot dogs too, but again, that's meat and bread. I feel like it's just something as a quick go-to. Is that true?
Yeah, well, we talk about New York. It's that state.
All right, so we're gonna pull these scallops out. Let's go. Oh yes. So we have a little break in them. That lets us know that they're done. And when we flip them over, remember I talked about that sear? Now we're getting a little bit of that sear. So while we get that sear flipped over before we plate, we'll let them sit in these juices. And just like every other kind of meat, you want to let it rest. You know what I'm saying? Let it sit there, let it take its time. Because when you take something out of the oven, that does not mean it's done cooking. Because the pan is still hot, it's still gonna cook a little bit longer. So you let that cooking process finish, all right? And for your scallops, all right? If you wanna know if they're done, this part of your hand right here, if you press that and then press your scallops and it feels the same way, you know you got a perfect scallop, all right? All right, Gad, you get over here. Let's plate these scallops up, all right? All right, so what we're gonna do is we got our scallops. They've been resting. They look beautiful. I like the little baby scallops, especially for an appetizer. That's what we're gonna do right now. I have this beautiful farm-raised corn puree. I mean, just absolutely stunning. I mean, and it's so good and it's so sweet because this is the summertime. Again, we hear copious amounts. Yo, this is absolutely beautiful. You can look up a corn puree recipe anywhere on earth, all right? But I'm gonna just tell you what to do. You take this corn, you blend it with butter, sugar, a little bit of chicken stock, some salt, pepper, and some brown sugar to taste, and you just keep blending it until you get a nice consistency. And once you get that consistency and it tastes good to you, boom, do it. Now, we're gonna go just like this and put a little dollop on the corner of this plate. Another dollop, all right? More dollops. All right? Now, we're gonna take our spoon and we're just gonna run it right across the plate, just like that. Very sharp. And we get a nice clean look. If you don't like that clean look, and it looks a little dirty like this plate, you see how this plate, it almost kind of made sense, it's artistic, and now we have this over here. Boom, check that out. I'm just gonna wipe that off, all right? And why are we gonna do that? Because we're cooking for the queens today, you know what I'm saying? Cooking for the Bronx today. You get the reference? Let's go. All right, so now we're gonna take our scallops and we're gonna start to plate. And we're gonna pick our best ones. And we're gonna get them closer to that puree, all right? Boom. We'll go here. One more time. Now our scallops have rested. They don't have a lot of juice coming from them, so that juice won't run onto the plate. What else are we gonna do? You wanna know what this is? I'm gonna tell you what this is. This is cranberry sauce, but it's liquefied. So I liquefied the cranberry sauce to make more of a puree to go with this corn puree. So we'll have the sweetness from this, the hot pepper from the scallops, and we're just gonna go with little drops. All right, here. Because we don't want a lot of sweetness, we just want enough. Then we'll go one more. Let me get the shake in here. One more here. Boom. And we've got some time. Literally, I was leaving the house and I said, babe, I forgot the time, I need the time. And she was like, it's 7:30. I was like, no, like the time from the backyard, you know? Come on! Copious amounts, you know what I'm saying? We growing time in the backyard. We're gonna take our time, we're gonna sprinkle it on top of that corn puree, okay? Scallops and thyme, they work together. They're a beautiful, beautiful marriage. So we're gonna take some more of these leaves. We're gonna drop them on there. You don't have to be particular. You just have to be yourself. And I think that's always the best way to be. So as they get this corn puree, they'll get a little bit of this thyme. What else are they gonna get? A little bit of micro basil. You know I love basil. So we're gonna take this basil and we're gonna sprinkle small leaves right on top of these scallops, just like that, okay? And what we're gonna do is present the ladies with a nice, beautiful plate. And for the meantime, while they eat this, they're gonna take over copious amounts real quick while I ask them some questions and they enjoy these beautiful seared scallops in a pizza oven over a corn puree with a little cranberry dollops. You know I love the dollops, you know what I'm saying? Some fresh thyme and micro basil. Boom. There it is. All right, ladies, please enjoy. When's the first time you ate scallops? When was the first time that you guys had scallops? You remember? You remember?
So my first time was when we went on a date back last year in March. We went to Gramercy Tavern in New York.
Yeah.
And I'm a pretty picky eater. But I'm expanding my palate in food. And because of him, he was like, oh, we should try scallops. And I'm like, okay, sure, why not? I had it, and ever since, I fell in love. And he cooks it all the time. It was amazing. So good. So, yeah, so last year was my first time eating scallops ever.
The bleep's coming. I love her. But this is pretty fucking good. You know what I'm saying? This is good. Taria, what do you think?
Fire.
First time having scallops, you remember?
I have no idea.
You grew up bougie, that's why.
Facts.
These are facts.
No, I did not. Okay, I went to boarding school, but I didn't go to bougie. I'm from Southside. I just went to a.
Hey, all good. This is what it is. Scallops over corn puree with my two ladies. We're not done. Don't go anywhere. Next up is burgers and smashed potatoes. I swear this is the ladies episode. Rose episode. Copious amounts. Episode 3. Got the homies with me out here. See you in a second. Don't move.
Stay tuned.
I'm not.
Yo, welcome back. You know what I'm saying? Guess what we got? These beautiful, beautiful beef patties right here. Oh my God. I made these patties from hand, from the hand, closed hands. I made these patties from the hand. All right, now, I use breadcrumb, salt, onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of oregano, and my favorite spice, a little sumac, you know what I'm saying? Just because that Mediterranean spice is just so good and it's so earthy. So in these burgers, that's what I did. Folded them, put them in a walk-in, let them just hang out there, brought them out, brought it to room temperature. When you cook a burger, you gotta make sure it's at room temperature. You cook a cold burger on a hot grill, you get weird contrast. You don't want weird contrast. You want a nice warm burger on a warm grill. You know what I'm saying? Just kinda how you like a warm girl straight out the shower. You know what I'm saying? It's the ladies episode, and this is what we doing. We making them burgers. We made scallops, guess what? You want a little burger? I got a burger for you, boo, let's go. All right, so I got these patties. What I'm gonna do is I formed them earlier, like I said. We're gonna salt the top of them. All right, not a lot, okay? We got our pan right here, okay? We're gonna put some olive oil on it. Okay? Olive oil is good to go. Take our burger, and guess what? We don't need a rag or nothing. The burger does the work. Look, we're gonna make sure we got enough olive oil on there. Same thing with this patty. Boom. And as you can see, these ain't normal burgers. This is a copious amount kind of burger. Look at that. I mean, blah, look at that. It's like palming a basketball. Come on. All right, so, boom, we got the burgers here. Now, we got our salt there. What we gonna do? With fresh pepper right on top. Boom, little olive oil on top. These are ready to go in the oven. But they got a friend with them. You know what I'm saying? Let's pull out the friends. Boom. These are smashed potatoes. So I took some baby Bella potatoes and I boiled them for like 20 minutes. Pulled them out, let them cool off. Once they cool off, I took another pan like this, put it on top. Blow, smash them. Olive oil's already at the bottom. We're gonna put some olive oil on top. We're gonna brighten them up. So what's gonna happen here is these are gonna serve like our French fries. And they're gonna be so good. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because you'll be able to pick them up and they'll have a crunch, and you don't have a shredded French fry that you don't know where it came from. You got a skin on French fry ready to go, because we out here. It's copious amounts, damn it. All right, what do we need? We need salt. All right, if you got potatoes, you need to make sure you have a nice amount of salt for these potatoes. Like I said, this is nature's candy. It's what's in our body. It's why we drink a lot of water, because we produce it. You know what I'm saying? It is salt. It is great for us. Boom, okay? Now, if you don't know me by now, you just don't know me, and I'm gonna introduce myself to you. My name is Al Green. This is Copious Amounts. Welcome back. This is episode 3. If it's one thing I love, it's the undisputed king of cheeses. That's Pecorino Romano, and that's what this is right here. Looks like Coke, you know what I'm saying? Take a little bit, sniff it up your nose. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna bleep that, but that's all right, because it's cheese, baby. What is potatoes without salt, pepper, and cheese? Come on. Don't front. You want to be here. All good. You can book me. You know what I'm saying? Dial 1-800-that and you can find me, you know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. What we gonna do? You know what we're gonna do. Just a little bit more olive oil just on top. All right? One last thing. Some oregano. So we got our smashed potatoes. We got our burger. We're gonna put these in the oven. It's looking so good already. Let's get these bad boys in the oven. Let's get them cooking, come on. I got what? With wet ass tomatoes, you know what I'm saying? I got some wet ass tomatoes here, and these are big freaking Bertha tomatoes. I love these babies. Yo, go to the farm. I'm telling you, go to the farm, because at the farm, they just do stuff different. If you can find one that's local to you, go there, support them, support the farmers, get what you can get, because you're not gonna get what you get in the grocery store. You're gonna get something fresh that was picked in a couple days. You're gonna get it for cheaper. You're gonna develop a relationship. You're gonna go back. Then they'll be like, oh, well, you should get some flowers for your house. Oh, well, you should get this. Oh, you should get that. Then they're gonna be making homemade donuts and all this stuff. You know, a farm for me, literally, I'm in DC, Maryland. A farm is like 12 minutes from me. It's a 12-minute ride. So look up your local farms, go support them, because I'm telling you, the flavor is gonna make a huge difference, all right? So we got our tomatoes, we got our onions, we got our smashed potatoes. We're gonna start throwing these bad boys in the oven, all right? We're gonna check on our burgers. Oh, look at those babies. Oh, they're looking so good already. All right, let's turn these puppies over. Gadget, get over here. Come over here and look at this brownie, if you can. These burgers, I mean, here. Before I put them back in, and I don't want to drop them. I want to be careful. I mean, look at that brownness. I just flipped them over. You see that brownness? All right, you see that? See all that fat? Oh, guess where we're going? Flavor in the brown. Hey. So, I'm gonna go back in. We got our potatoes in here. We got our tomatoes ready. We're gonna get some lettuce ready. All right. Got some fresh romaine lettuce here. Cut off that bud. Take that, stick it in the ground, put some soil on it, water. That's why you got lettuce next year. You welcome. All right, you welcome. So we want to make sure we have a nice amount of lettuce for these burgers, okay? So we got our lettuce, our tomatoes. We got chipotle mustard. We got some olive oil mayo. Ketchup. Come on. What's a burger without ketchup? But we got a little special friend. Burrata mozzarella. I mean, this stuff is just so good on its own. I got it pre-sliced because we're gonna be making burgers with it. And this is just one of the most beautiful cheeses. It's so soft, it's so delicate. It literally melts in your mouth. You don't have to melt this on cheese like you would do a cheddar or a Swiss. It's got body, it holds up. I mean, if I didn't know no better, I would say Wu-Tang forever. That's what it kind of looks like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Burrata forever, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Wu-Tang ain't nothing up, you know what I'm saying? Burrata cheese ain't nothing up. Clan in the front. All right, now, we got our burrata. We got our chipotle mustard, olive oil mayo, ketchup, lettuce, tomato. Beautiful bun, which we're gonna toast. That bun's gonna take like 10 seconds to toast because this oven's so hot. We're gonna check on our onions. Babies look good. They look real good. So, We got these beautiful onions. Nice little char on them. They look so good. We'll put those right there. What we're gonna do with our food, we'll let it rest. Remember, the let it rest theory. All right, let's check on our potatoes. Should be ready to go. Nice and crispy. I can smell them. Oh man, all right. Oh Jesus. You got the camera on, Gadget? Make sure you got the camera on for this one. I mean, look at these. Look at these smashed potatoes. Oh my God, if you just now tuning in, salt, pepper, Parmesan, oh, I mean, olive oil, love, sex, rock and roll. I don't have enough words to describe how I feel about these smashed potatoes, you know what I'm saying? But here they are, blow, smashed potatoes. What we're gonna do is we're gonna cut them a little bit more olive oil. All right? You know what else we're doing with these. We're gonna hit them with some more cheese. All right? That's just gonna help give us not just French fries. It's the ladies episode, it's the rosé episode. Not just French fries, smashed potatoes. All right, so we got our bread here. Boom. We're gonna get our burgers ready to rest. Just like this, okay? Burgers, smashed potatoes, Jesus, out of the pizza oven. What we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? On the 7th day, God rested, you know what I'm saying? Close hands. We're gonna let this meat rest. I'm gonna put it right here. All right? I mean, this is 80-20 beef, all right? It means it's 20% fat. 20%. You want to go for juicy, you go for 30%. Don't go no more than 30% though. 20-30%. You want to be healthy, you're like 10%. Do 90-10, you know, that you want to be a little healthy. Or you get a turkey burger, or you get that plant-based whatever that they doing. But it's copious amounts. We're making burgers from cows who graze the field, chew on grass, kick it. Say, what's up, Joe? What's up, Ezekiel? What's up, y'all? You know what I'm saying? You kicking with the other cows. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get brushed out, not killed tomorrow. You know, they just try and chill, look as slim as possible. Don't eat too much grass, but I see y'all out there. And I appreciate y'all 1000%. Burgers for you. All right, so. We got our burgers here. While these burgers are resting, I'm gonna give you a great technique, okay? A lot of people, when they do their cheese, like to put the cheese on the burger and then they put the burger back in. Now you're melting the cheese on the burger. I get it, it's cool. Everyone does it, it's cool. I'm not hating on that. But this burger is piping hot and it's still cooking. Let's put some cheese on it while it's still hot. So we can maintain the integrity of the cheese and it's not just melted and withered away and you know you get a small cheese flavor. No, let's get a big cheese flavor. So what's gonna happen is the bottom of this Wu-Tang cheese is gonna sit, you know what I'm saying, right on top of here. And while that burger's resting, the cheese is slightly cooking because we wanna maintain the integrity of that cheese, all right? Now, while that's happening, let's get our buns ready, all right? So we got our tops. We're going real quick. We don't want them too hot. We want a nice little toast. The bottom of the bun, the most important part, needs to be toasted more than the top of the bun. The bottom is gonna hold all the girth. So even though it's thin, it needs to have more time. So while we got the bottom of that going, we got our onions, we got our burgers, they're resting. And as you see, as I move them over, it's all those juices, okay? Those are the leftover juices. Those aren't the juices we want. That's the stuff that said, hey, you know what, I'm out. Y'all juicy enough, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? It's a wob. It's a wet ass burger. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna wipe up those juices, okay? We're gonna get our board ready. All right? It's the rose episode. I got the ladies in the house with me. We made scallops. We on burgers now. I mean, the best is yet to come. Watch us. Boom. See how we got a nice little crisp there? So we'll put our tops right here. All right? Put our bottoms on our plates. All right. Are you excited? I mean, I'm excited. I mean, come on. Do you see the beautiful brownness in this? You see the top of it? I mean, come on. I literally put it in that oven for seconds. Come on. All right, so now, boom, we got our bottom bun. All right? We're gonna take our chipotle mustard. Bang. Smear it on there just like that, okay? We're gonna take a little bit of our olive oil. Olive oil mayo, I'm sorry. Olive oil mayo. We're gonna drop it just like that. We're not gonna touch a mustard because you know what's gonna happen when we put this burger down? It's gonna spread on its own. See that? Now, if you can't see it, let me show it to you. See how that mayo just spread just like that? Top of the bun. Right here. Ketchup. It's ketchup. I'm gonna brush it on top of that. Just like that. Ready? Look at these. Beautiful. Grilled onions. All right? Just enough. The reason we're not gonna press them down or spread them out, because what happens? When we press down, everything's gonna level out. We got our tomato. Oh my God. And fresh romaine lettuce. Just like that, okay? We're gonna make sure, get a couple pieces on top of there. Sit beautiful, just like that. On top, okay? Now, what are we gonna do? We're gonna take something, we hold this all in place. We're gonna stick that right through there, through that meat, just like that. Boom. Come on. You know, it's a time when you go to In-N-Out if you want LA kicking it, or Fat Burger, whatever your choice is, or you know, you go to Shake Shack, or you go wherever. But no, this is ladies' night, son, rose night. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make a burger. If you want a burger, make one that your lady come home and be like, yo, son, what's that? You be like, yo, boo. Wow, big burger for your mouth. You know what I'm saying? And I made smashed potatoes. Hey, you know what I'm saying? So, we got little ramekins of ketchup. We gonna need those. Again, ketchup is ketchup. Ketchup and potatoes, baby. Rose night, episode 3, copious amounts. Smashed potatoes, let's go. So, we just gonna take a bunch of these puppies. We gonna lay them right here. We gonna lay some more on top, okay? You're like, oh, what's smashed potatoes? You say, you know, when you heat it up, you know what I'm saying, in the water, and then after you heat it up in the water, you know what I'm saying, you pull it out. You let it marinate. Then you smash it. You know what I'm saying? And after you smash it, put it back in the oven. Let it heat up some more, get a little crunchy, you know what I'm saying? Sprinkle a little sprinkle on that joint. And then after you finish sprinkling the sprinkle, dip it in, you know what I'm saying? Boom. Smashed potatoes. Like I said, we're cooking for the ladies today. Ladies. Burger, chipotle mustard, olive oil mayo, smashed potatoes, Parmesan, salt, pepper. How do you eat a burger like this? I'm gonna tell you how. Make sure you get some of these. You can find them anywhere in your grocery store. That'll help hold your burger up because you wanna hold it up. You don't want it to be messy, falling all over the place. But when it's time to eat it, this is what you do. Take your hand between your middle finger and your ring finger, you press down. All right, now press down as hard as you like. And then once you press down, you take this, boom, pull it out. Then go from the bottom and you hold it just like this. And then you have a burger that you can get busy with. You know what I'm saying? It's leaking already, son. We ain't even made it yet. You know what I mean? And it's already leaking. Fix my face, I'm on camera. I'm on camera, I gotta fix my face. Oh my God.
So good.
Yo, son, look at this.
Oh my God.
Do you see what's going on?
It's so good.
There's mozzarella in the middle. They talking. I ain't asking them to talk. They just like, if she get to talking and get to doing this in her seat, you know what I'm saying? You know it's on. On. You got the smashed potatoes too? Blow. Smashed potato, dip it in the ketchup. Blow. And yo, son, if you don't get it when you go home, you chalk that one up. Because in the morning, she's gonna be like, yo, baby, you know what I'm saying? That dinner last night, it was so good. I just wanna let you know, like, I so enjoyed it. Yada, 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 yada. Maybe you get your PS4 time, PS5 time. Maybe you get your Xbox time. Maybe you get a little morning time. You know what I'm saying? A little wake up. Hey Tom, how you doing? Next door neighbor, you feeling good walking out the house? Smash burger, smashed potatoes, copious amounts. Episode 3.
It's real good.
It's really good.
Come on.
And you still taste the seasoning and with everything else.
So, we got our burger. What goes with burger? Fellas, ladies, I'ma holla at you, whoever you are, transgender, I don't care. You're a human like me. We all came on earth when we was born, out of the same way everybody else is born, but whatever you identify as, I get that. So if you identify with beer, Bell's, Two Hearted, IPA, bomb, bomb, bomb. Let me tell you something. Most IPAs have this extremely hoppy flavor. I'll tell you why. Because in India, they had this dope beer. Like Columbus and them. They was over in India and was like, oh, we love your beer, we want some. They was like, all right, we'll ship it to you. It got to England or wherever. Once it got there, it wasn't this color, it was light. And they was like, hey, this isn't the beer that we had while we was over there. So they went back and forth, couldn't figure it out. What happened was the hops that's in this beer is really hoppy. They were dying because the sun on the ship was gleaming through the bottles and killing all the goodness in this beer. So what did they do? They were like, oh, don't worry, we're just gonna add mad hops to every bottle and every batch that we make, we'll put in extra hops. So by the time it made it, across seas, all the hops that died, it was still like half of them left, so they still maintain the integrity of the beer. So when you hear Indian Pale Ale, that's why it's called Indian Pale Ale, because the Indians, they were making it in India, this good beer. Vegetarians drinking good beer like this, yo, I salute y'all, son, all of y'all. Red Dot to whoever, I don't know, but I salute all of y'all because this is amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like while he was making the beer, he was watching this shorty getting hinted up, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, damn, she looking fly, you know what I'm saying? It's like mama got the veins and all that running up the arm, and you know what I'm saying? You know, about to go home, little Kama Sutra cracking, blow, but guess what? IPA, Indian Pale Ale, salute to y'all. Bell's Two Hearted, so good. If you see it, pick one up, taste it. I promise you, whether you like a dark beer or not, you gonna love this. And guess what? Goes good with the smash burger, son. Smash burger in your mouth, IPA in your mouth, blow. Cheers. Copious Amounts, episode 3. Don't move. We ain't done. All right, so last course, Copious Amounts, burgers, topics, beautiful women, beautiful races. We all in this together. So, to shout out New York City, to shout out PG County, Maryland, to shout out DC. If it's one thing we all love, you remember the cinnamon bun, the 35-cent joint that you could get out the, you remember that? You remember having it, the donut sticks. Shout out Lil Debbie. I don't even know, who Lil Debbie was. I feel like she was Dave's, second niece, because Wendy's was popping and Lil Debbie was just kind of like, I'm out here all packaged up, you know what I'm saying? So, we gonna do a cinnamon roll pizza with fresh oats, cinnamon, butter, and we got some cream cheese, beautiful filling that I made with a lot of confection sugar. I'm not gonna talk about it no more. We're gonna spread this out. We got some semolina flour. We're gonna get our pizza dough going, all right? So, you're making your pizza dough. You get a nice little circle like this, all right? And you just stretch side, stretch up, and then keep going like that, all right? Then flip her over, and we're gonna do the same thing on this side, all right? Eventually, we'll get to a nice sized dough. We can take our knuckles in there and just pull her apart just like that. All right, while we do that, we get our tray, put it right here. We get our tray, stretch her just one more time, just a little bit. And then, boom, we got this beautiful pizza dough that's almost perfect. But again, there's no such thing as a perfect pizza. All right, so we got oats. When I say oats, I mean oats, like oatmeal, oats with cinnamon and some butter, a whole lot of butter actually. I'm just gonna take this. So this isn't like pizza sauce, but we're gonna spread it so it gets as close to the edges as possible. All right. And while we're doing that, we got our pizza oven on. We got our ladies in the house. I got my homies from New York. We cooked scallops, we made burgers, we've had some rosé, we've had some beer, and now we're gonna make this beautiful, beautiful cinnamon roll pizza. All right, so what we're gonna do is, like I said, I made this cream cheese spread earlier.
The wok.
I swear, it is the wok. You know what I'm saying? Or the wok. Warm ass cream cheese.
All right.
Womp womp womp.
Wop, wop, wop.
Womp womp womp. See? She right. Women do make the world go round. They do make it go around, all right? All right, so here, this cream cheese spread. We're gonna sprinkle it. Oh, blow all over the pizza.
Hey, it's raw. It's raw. Spread it out. Right. It's okay.
This is why women are beautiful.
We're still eating it.
Because guess what? Every now and then you get the and then blow, and then all of a sudden it's like, it's over.
Right. This is true.
All right, so you know what? I'm not even mad because we going, like they said, just spread it out. And that's what you need. You need a girl in your life to be like, you know, baby, it's okay, just spread it out. So we're gonna spread it out. Find solutions. So we're gonna take this. We're gonna dump some blueberries on top of it because I had, a great idea of how this was gonna look. It don't even matter no more. You know why? Because I got my homies with me. This is it. Boom. I think it actually looks better.
Looks great. Smell like money.
Smell like money. Smells like money.
Right. The
cinnamon is the sauce. I'm crying. The blueberries are toppings.
It really is a rose episode. I'm over here dripping, drizzling. I got two ladies in front of me, like the whole joint just blow on the pizza like this. It's not supposed to happen like this, but it's copious amounts.
That's so wild.
Guess what it said?
Matter of fact.
It is
Wet pizza.
wet ass pizza. Wob, wet ass blueberries. What can you say? I'm gonna cut this up. We're gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna let y'all go now because I appreciate y'all being with me. I appreciate the ladies in the house. I'm gonna wipe my hands. We're gonna enjoy this delicious WOP, wet ass pizza. And you know what? Not everything's gonna go the way you want it to go, but ride with it. It's 2020. If you're looking at this, you're living, you're breathing. I appreciate you. I appreciate my team. I appreciate Gadget, and I appreciate every single person who's given me anything when it comes to copious amounts, especially when it comes to love. The Copious Amounts of Love episode, Rose Edition. One time, Al Green. I'm out. Thank you. See you soon.